Welcome back, everybody. Storm Raven here for another episode of Return of the Living Raven. We are back in action. Made it through the night. I've got some metal smelting down in the forge. And we're going to go out and try and get another job done today. Of course, it's way over here, so that's fun. Put a point into Motherlode. That should yield me, let's just see, yeah, decent amount more when it comes to resources. This is the Judy Witch farm I was talking about before. It's a farm, which means the top layer of it is clay soil. Now, I will eventually run out of this clay soil, and that sucks. We'll get her up to 800, because I'm going to need some more for the forge. But yeah, I will eventually run out of this clay soil, and then I'll be back to hunting again, trying to find it. Oh, hey, we're already there. Cool. But there's a decent amount here, and that's nice. So for now, this is where I get my clay soil from. Of course, there is absolutely 100%. Oh, there you are. Zero water in any of the trenches, which means my glass jars are basically useless in the desert. Which is fine. I mean, that's part of the game. And the glass jars really aren't anymore. But I may be creating a dew collector before too long. Now, let's get into a little bit of the nerves. I'm nervous about doing this job, at least slightly. Because the last time I was in the downtown area, which is where this job appears to be, I died. It was not a fun time. I did not enjoy it. Well, hey, little buddy. Do you need out of there? Where's my pick? Do I seriously not have a pick? That's great. I think I sold my pick. Where's that zombie at? Big buns. There we go. Well, I'm just waking up the whole neighborhood, aren't I? Listen, I got a job to get to. Not a lot of time to do it in. You jerk. In either case, the last time I was over here, did not go well for me. Solar farm. I wonder if you wrench that stuff, if you get anything good. I don't know if I've ever wrenched. That's clay soil. Okay. Oh, water. You know what? I feel like 50 bottles of water. Murky water. There we go. Oh, if you look hard enough, you can find water in the desert. And now I have 50 jars of murky water. I don't got to worry about water for a while. Yeah, and there's some more. Awesome. That is nice. If I could get a hold of a couple more vehicle books, I could just make a bike. That'd be great. But I have had no such luck. Or not vehicle books. I've got the vehicle books. I need the workstation books. Well, with any luck, this won't just be straight up downtown. Okay, good. Because downtown is right there. When we were here last time, I had a demo walking around. I had, had a feral cop chasing me. I had another feral that I killed. Like, I made mistakes. But, mistakes. Oh, here we go. That works out perfect. Needed a pick, found a pick. Go ahead and take the electrical parts. I'll leave the rotten flesh. Sell that. So, a little bit left on the movie. These turn into clay soil. And I'm not going to give away the end because I want to end the show the same way the movie ended. So if you've watched the movie, then you already know how this show's kind of going to end. Not completely, but kind of going to end. If you haven't watched it yet and you're this far into the show, you may want to wait and just kind of see how this plays out. There we go. Another skill point. Heck yeah. But in either case, I want to end it the way it ended in the... You know what? Yeah. Okay. But I want to end it the way it ended in the movie because that's fun. And anytime I can do that and still make a... Well, where the hell are you? But anytime I can do that and still make a good ending for my show, I'm probably going to do that, is try to end my shows similar to the way the movie ended. Oh, here you are. Because at least for me, that's fun. So they continue to fight the zombies here and there, little bits at a time. I think they're making some headway. And you kind of get the idea that they're doing okay, like they're succeeding in some way, right? Maybe not like completely perfectly, but they're succeeding, and that's kind of the point. You know, you're supposed to get the idea that they're doing good. Another structural brace. We'll eat that, take the rest. Where is the... This is supposed to be a gym. Like, what kind of gym is this? There's the supplies. Still haven't turned that off. But I'm not going to just exploit it either. Like, not over-exploit it. It's on the ground. I'm eventually going to grab it. But I'm not just going to go hunting stuff down for the sake of it. Alright. Let's see what we got. I can drop feathers. Clay sells for good. Scrap. I thought I put these on. Well, I meant to. Alright. Slowly but surely, we're getting a whole set of armor. $762. We'll sell it. I'm not going to use it. Excuse me. Okay. Head back to the trader. But shortly after all of that, and some comedic intake happens, they come to their final stand where I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they made it all the way to the attic of the crematorium or the mortuary. And they're just kind of holding on in there, waiting for rescue to come, for the military to come in, because I believe they got some word out. Sorry about that. Went to take a drink, and I'm used to pausing my game when I do that. But I believe they got the word out, and they believe the military is on their way to save them. And so that's kind of what they're waiting on. Damn. Oh, the Nature Scouts. I remember that POI. That was my very first job. Ow! Well, wildlife has a vendetta against me, man. I got a sprained leg from that freaking... I can't even do anything about it. I love it, I love it. I just need workstation books. 2 of them. It could be nice to get like a concrete mixer and all that, but I'd be happy with a workbench at this point. And it's one of the things I love and hate about the magazine system, is that there are certain things that I feel like you should be able to unlock either via, I guess, more like a hybrid learn from doing system would be agreeable, or at least more agreeable to me. Like, I'm fine with this system. The problem is that it's all RNG. And I can put the right things in the right spot and still never get these books. And like not to put too fine a point on it, but on episode 1, I opened my inventory to show you all, everything that I had found at Trader Rex before I ever even started looting here. And then we subsequently looted this place and walked away with a freaking mint worth of
Don't
stuff.
mind me. I'm just working on my hubcap collection.
Well, it's looking pretty good.
I'm prouder than a peacock that you got that job done. Good job.
But the loot
Your head
was,
like me gets an
you know,
itchy
like
permanent.
I was saying, was like it was outstanding for day one loot. And then I had the privilege, because of how I was running this show, to we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that because I ain't gonna be able to use that anytime soon. All the gas too. But I had the privilege of being able to loot 2 traders before starting out. Vehicle adventures, come on. Seriously. I have that one. I don't. More range? Dear God, I'd be unstoppable. Hell, I don't really need anything else. We'll take it. And not vehicle adventures. I need forged ahead. But the point is, in all of this, is that the loot was absolutely outstanding for early game. Like, truly amazing. Normally, I have a workbench unlocked by, day 4. And
Tell your
for
friends
whatever
about me.
reason,
Trader
it's
Bob.
just not happening. And that is one of those things like I'm talking about, where it's like, it's an inherent problem because it is all random generated numbers, RNG. The random number generator that decides what kind of loot you're going to get and when you're going to get it. Man, these jobs are just getting further and further away, aren't they? Buried supplies.
If you need some work, I
We'll
could sure
do
use some commissions. Keep your gun
the
saddle
radio
oiled and your
station.
gun greased, and you'll do just fine.
But all in all, a lot of the problem is that like I have failed to find 10 of these books. That's not a lot to ask for. 10 of these books. And there are 100 of them. And I believe, hold on, let me check. I believe I could be wrong. Intellect. Okay, so I haven't put a point into either of the things that ups the chance, which means the next skill point I get, let's check challenges. I haven't done that in a minute. A little bit. But the next skill point I get is going into lockpicking. So lockpicking ups your chances of finding forged ahead books. Lockpicking and advanced engineering, if I'm correct. I think those two. But advanced engineering also ups your chances of 2 other books. So if you're just wanting forged ahead books, I suggest putting a point or 2 into lockpicking, because you build lockpicks. Shut up. You build lockpicks in the workbench, and so I think that's why. That's weird, but I think that's why it unlocks from there. All right, here it is. So this is where the zombies were trying to bust in. And since they're dumb and can't just walk around, we're going to spend the rest of the day, which ain't a long time, creating a way for them to get in, because they were spawning Okay, I guess they spawned in the crematorium to run in here. Just gonna heal myself up a little bit. So they already have this way in. And I'd like to keep that. Okay. So that lets them get into the wall, and if they can't figure out how to get from there to here, something is horribly wrong. Sorry. I'm just kind of looking around to make sure I didn't miss anything. Because the zombs will absolutely destroy it. What are you doing there? Well, Thick 44, we definitely miss you every day. And if you don't know who that is, go back and watch some old Neebs Gaming, 7 Days to Die episodes, or hell, anything. He was on everything. Watch Ark. He was hilarious on Ark. I'm pretty sure that's where the Human Man Warrior thing got started, was in Ark. But he was an excellent gamer, and he was a very entertaining personality who was taken from us way, way too soon. He had brain cancer. So if you know someone in your life who is struggling with something, maybe hold them close, huh? And that's as serious as we are gonna get on some of these topics, because this is supposed to be entertainment, and sometimes it gets to be a bit much. But in either case, everybody, this is Storm Raven signing off. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We'll talk about a lighter topic when we come back. And I will see you all next week. Storm Raven signing off.